Next, last year in the U.S., 25 children died from a heat stroke inside of a car. This year, there have already been 7 deaths, the latest in Spartanburg County. Although each case has different circumstances, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says all hot car deaths are preventable.
Fox Carolina's Carrie Weimer live outside our station. And Carrie, you talked to the experts today to get some advice on what everyone should do to prevent something like this from happening.
That's right, guys. You know, every year we talk about hot car deaths because unfortunately the numbers keep going up. So we're going to keep talking about them to make sure everybody knows how to prevent having a tragedy for yourself. Now, a couple things we learned today. When you're out driving and you shut your car off, it only takes about 10 to 20 minutes for that heat to really get in there really fast. And the scary fact is, and think about this when you're leaving kids in the car, which you should not do, the first 10 minutes that you're inside the car can be the deadliest.
We're seeing a lot of children die as a result of dehydration, of heat stroke, of miscellaneous different medical conditions that are beyond our ability to save them at the scene.
Jerry Pera, who has responded to these kinds of situations, tells us it happens more often than you think. The National Safety Council says the largest percentage of heat stroke deaths are children forgotten in a vehicle by a caregiver, followed by kids being able to get into a parked vehicle unsupervised. The experts at Safe Kids Upstate told us the scenario where children are mistakenly forgotten in hot cars can happen to anyone.
Heat stroke injuries and deaths do not discriminate between a new mom or an experienced mom, family, dad, grandparent.
Watson, the program coordinator for Safe Kids, used a baby doll and sensor-safe technology available through car seat manufacturers to demonstrate how quickly it gets dangerous to leave kids in hot cars.
Their body temperatures raise about 3 to 5 times faster than adults. So if we are hot, our children are really hot, and they're not able to regulate their temperature as well as adults. Injury typically happens at about 104 degrees internally for a child. Death happens at 107.
We found some tips everyone needs to know to avoid hot car deaths. The NHTSA says first and foremost, never leave a child in any vehicle unattended. Before and after you get out of your car, check the entire vehicle. If you drop your kids off with the child care provider, ask them to check in with you if your child doesn't show up. Leave something like your purse or briefcase or something you'll need to take with you from the car in the back seat, so you'll have to check it before leaving. And always store your car keys out of a child's reach.
These children are very young, and all it takes is just that 1 minute for their body to fail them.
Now, one question you might have that you need to ask is, what if you're out and about and you find a child in a hot car? What should you do? Well, first responders told us the first thing you need to do is call 911. They want to come out and they want to take care of that scene. But if you're able to get into that car and you see that that child is already in distress, you want to remove them from the heat and get them cooled down as quickly as you can. But for all of us out and about every day, first and foremost, the thing we all need to remember is, when you get out of the car, make sure you check the whole thing when you get out to avoid having that tragedy at your home. Guys?
Carrie, thanks so much. And of course, this all comes after a hot car death of a foster care child in Spartanburg we first told you about last week. This is a look at 3-year-old Jacob Mutis. He was found dead in the back seat of a vehicle. An autopsy confirmed that his death was heat-related. We're told that the caregivers thought they had dropped him off, but that was not the case. He was found in the backseat of that car for hours after he'd been in there. An investigation with multiple agencies is underway.